Hi Cancer, welcome to your December 2020 reading. It's funny, somebody just said to me, is this the last level? Hopefully we're at the last level of Jumanji, and I really felt that statement. So let's talk about the astrology really quick and just chat about some of the big shifts that are happening in December. Saturn and Jupiter are finishing off their transit through Capricorn. Saturn has been there for 3 years. So if you think about, and it's just opposite year sign. So it's really been teaching you relationship stuff, like how to not define yourself by your relationships, how to speak your mind in relationships. And you've probably had some personal lessons on your level, like whatever it is that you've had to learn specifically for all of the relationships in your life, but in a really big way defining, and this isn't just with romantic relationships, this is any kind of long-term partnership, family members, career partners, business partners, anything that you have to put quality time into for long-term expansion. Saturn was teaching you all of the lessons of how you were interacting with them in the past and how it's easier, like you've probably recognized how it's easier to interact with relationships, strong relationships now. And Jupiter only expanded that. Within this last year, Jupiter had this expansive energy to help you along with all of that, and probably brought a lot of blessings to you when it came to romantic involvements or family involvements or friend involvements. Probably gave you a big boost of blessings when you learned the lesson. And if you didn't learn the lesson, then you may still be struggling when it comes to all of those relationship things. So really pay attention to how you have allowed yourself to be defined by all of that stuff in the last 3 years, by all of the relation stuff. Saturn and Jupiter are moving into Aquarius. So this is going to be more of an emphasis on working well with people in general, sharing your space with people in general, sharing your monetary values with people, or monetary gains, or letting people know that you're not the only one that's going to have the monetary gain. You know what I mean? Like really speaking up and learning how to, so we've like learned the lessons of the relationships and how not to define ourselves by them. And now you are coming into a time where you're learning how to interact with them better. And it's funny when with Saturn in Aquarius for you guys, the most expansive energy is like, what can I do to bring out the best in the community? What can I do to share myself with the community to really, to really expand and broaden? Because I mean, you guys are the mother archetype, right? Cancers are the mother archetype. You're homey. You want to take care of everybody. If you've never had a Cancer take care of you, then you don't know what the whole idea of smothering, like the whole mothering aspect, can really feel like. So sharing yourself and opening yourself up to have an equal give and take, there's going to be a lot of lessons in that as well. You'll probably even find that your own transformative skills, and not so much like pulling yourself in to your shell and hiding away, but wanting to be more open and wanting to change the way that you're doing things and change the way that you're approaching other people. You might really find a lot of that as well. We had the eclipse in Gemini on the 30th of November. That was in your 12th house. So clearing out all of those doubts, all of those shadowy doubts of yourself and all of the insecurities, and taking away, everything that's holding you back from shining your light, basically, right? And then we have a solar eclipse in Sagittarius on December 14th. And so I really want you to pay attention to your health during that eclipse. I want you to make sure that you are taking your vitamins, that you're drinking a lot of water, that you are social distancing, that you're like practicing efforts to really take care of your health, because I think that you're going to learn some lessons when it comes to how you haven't been taking care of yourself and the steps that you need to take in order to take better care of yourself. This is going to be an interesting 2021. I don't think it's going to be bad. I think that we will see some bright lights in 2021. I don't think it's going to be easy, but I don't think it's going to be bad. There's a difference, right? There's a difference between difficult energy and bad energy. Okay, let's get into the cards. I hope you guys are doing well. I do still have some openings for the 6-month tarot readings. So if you would like to get a spot in December for the 6-month forecast readings, I'm only opening them up for a little bit longer, and because I don't want to overwhelm myself. Also, we would love for you to be a part of the membership channel. There's a new Discord server, so we're starting fresh for 2020. There's a new Discord server. I'm in contact with the members every single day. You guys have really easy access to me as a member, so there's a tip. You have really easy access to me. Not easy access, but there's definitely a lot of access through the memberships. You get daily energy updates. You get like astrology readings that the public doesn't get, and discounts on all the services, all of the workshops, all of the classes, everything. So if you haven't had a chance to check that out yet, here we are. Okay. Ooh, you guys have an amazing reading that just came out here. Let's get one more card. This is fantastic. I'm so excited for this reading. There seems to be like, the funny thing is here, so you have all major arcanas. So this is very destined. This reading that you guys have, like, destiny is here. Fate is here. There is no more doubt about where you are headed and where you're going, because it is literally right in front of your face. But I feel like there's a, the Eight of Swords was the first card that came out. It's the only major arcana that's not on the table. And you're in a prison of your own making right now. Your mind is so frazzled because what's happening right now is too good to be true. I feel like this Eight of Swords is too good to be true. So we have the Sun. Oh, I'm sorry. There are two cards that aren't major arcanas. So we have the King of Pentacles. So you're dealing with an earth sign or somebody who's just very down to earth is what I'm hearing. The World, the Hanged Man, the High Priestess. Okay. So you could also be dealing with a Leo energy or a Pisces energy. That's what we have so far. But the abundance that's coming for you feels a little bit surreal. It feels like it's not, like, I feel like you're second guessing. Oh, do I really deserve? I mean, like, yes, of course, you know that you deserve it, but are you accepting it? Are you accepting all of it? There's a chapter that you're having to close out, and I think this chapter is taking a minute to go through, right? And I feel like with the World and the Hanged Man, it's almost as if you have to look at this in a different perspective, and I think this is why the Eight of Swords is here, because there's because it's taking so long to play out, or it feels like it's taking so long to play out. It may not even be taking as long as you think it is, but because it feels like it's taking so long to play out, the stagnancy has you all twisted up in your mind. So what I would really like for you guys to do is to remember to reset yourself over and over again. Reset. you knew, like this, the thing is intuitively, you know that this isn't too good to be true. Intuitively, you feel like this is more of a completion than anything. Like everything is falling into place. Everything feels like it's supposed to be where it is. But allowing yourself to believe it, that's the trick, right? There's the trick. So let's see. 8 of Swords. Let's see what the 8 of... Yes. Oof. Man. So happy for this reading for you guys, to be honest. The Sun. Let's see. The Sun is healing. The Sun is clarity. It is abundance at its best. See what I mean? Ooh, okay. So we have the Wheel of Fortune on the 8 of Swords. Everything is shifting. Everything is shifting. Everything is shifting. There is still a possibility for you to shift it in a negative way if you try and sabotage it and you think that it's not going to come into fruition, or you're worried about how fast it's going to happen, or you're worried about how fast it's not happening. 9 of Swords on the Sun. See what I mean? Too good to be true. The anxiety of how brightly this is coming to you, the anxiety of having to be patient for it to happen, is getting the best of you. Maybe even to the point to where you're not even sleeping at night. And that's the other thing with that solar eclipse that's happening on the 14th of December. Like, really make sure that you are getting lots of sleep, lots of rest. So the 3 of Cups on the King of Pentacles, and sure, there is definitely a celebration here. There's definitely a coming together. There's definitely that union, that reunion that's happening. And I think that this is that thing that's taking so long to occur. This is that thing that's taking so long to happen. The coming together of you with the King of Pentacles, and that's what's driving your mind a little bit crazy. Let's see. The World. Let's see what chapter it is that you're closing out, because like this reading is so easy and I love the energy of it. It's just flowing. Oh yeah. So you're closing out chapters in your life. And see, here's the thing. Oh, there it is. There you are, shining brightly. The Chariot and the Queen of Cups. You couldn't have presented yourself in a reading any better than this, my dear Cancerians. It's time for you to wrap things up. And the reason why the stress and the anxiety keeps on creeping in, no matter how much you try to not let it creep in, no matter how much you try to make sure that the energy is positive and you don't have that anxiety creeping in, until you close out this chapter and you allow yourself to move forward with that Chariot and get going on your journey, that anxiety will persist. You know? So, looking at this in a different perspective, this is where that pause is, right? The Hanged Man. This is where that pause is. Looking at in a different perspective and listening to your intuition is going to be your saving grace. Instead of listening to that anxiety, ego-driven, like it's never going to happen because it's taking so long, or, you know, why is it taking so long? Like, I mean, I hate to call you out on what your brain waves are doing to you, but I guarantee you that everything that you're telling yourself about why it's taking so long is a big fat lie. Even down to if you're even like physically moving from one place to another and you have to save money, it's a lie that you're not going to have enough, because you will. But that 4 of Pentacles with the Hanged Man, the more you step into the fear that you're not going to have enough money to survive, or you're not going to have enough money to move, or you're not going to have enough money to do this or that or whatever. And maybe it's not money. Maybe it's just holding on to the things that you really hold dear. And there are certain things that are getting in the way of that. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's a family relationship, or whatever it is that is holding you back, that you're holding on to so tightly in this third dimensional world, it is causing stagnant energy for you. And you're the Chariot. So causing stagnant energy for the Chariot, you're basically just like levitating. You're just like hanging out right here, levitating. Can't get moving yet, can't get moving. There's a sense of, I don't want to use the word sabotage, but there's a sense of, because sometimes you question or sometimes you second guess what it is that you manifested. I'm sorry. There's a couple of Cancers that I know that are watching this right now, and I am literally reading their minds, probably. 9 of Cups on the High Priestess. There's a sense of whatever it is that you manifested, because you attracted all of the blessings that are headed towards you right now, and they're all headed towards you really, really quickly, and that's the fear, right? The everything that you manifested came from your energy. It is a match of your energy right now, in this moment. Everything you've manifested, your environment, the way everything looks right now in your environment, and the way everything that you've manifested in your life matches your energy. If your environment is chaos, your energy is chaos. If your environment is calm, your energy is calm. If you feel stable within yourself, your environment is going to reflect that. But this is the thing, is everything came in so fast for you, and everything started, like there was a catalyst, right? And everything started happening so fast, it became very overwhelming, 10 of Wands. And the fears started to crop up that you were going to lose everything just as fast as it came in, 10 of Swords. Because that's the narrative from your past. Losing everything anytime something good happens, and then you lose it all, that's the narrative from the past, right? So now all of these blessings show up, and they come really, really fast, and you have this overwhelming sense of responsibility. You have this overwhelming sense of, oh man, see, here's that catalyst, right? Oh man, what if I lose it all? 5 of Cups, 5 of Swords. Every time something good is happening to you, you automatically are like, but why? And you can sabotage it that quickly by questioning it, by questioning what it is that you created, by questioning what it is that you manifested. But this is all destined. This is all happening for a reason. You created this momentum. You made it happen by shifting your energy, by raising your vibration. There may be some things that you have to let go of, and it's going to be sad. There may be some things, there may be a conversation that you have to have while Mercury is in Sagittarius that may be really, really painful. Because this is Mercury in Sagittarius, this 8 of Wands, by the way. Could be very painful. However, the mere acceptance that this is your journey, and trusting 2 of Swords, despite not having all of the information, despite not knowing what the plans are, despite not having, maybe even having a plan. But the rebuilding is happening. 3 of Pentacles, and you're only going up from here. 6 of Wands. The victory is there. And that's the thing, is when you just take that first step and you stop second guessing what that first step is supposed to be, but you just start moving in that direction, everything starts to fall into place in a different kind of way. So there's definitely, yes, I can understand that fear. I've had it happen to me before, but you're making this shift happen. And so I really want you to just be really proud of yourselves, and like maybe even give yourself a little pat on the back. Like, it's okay to be happy. I know it's a little weird to be happy during times like this, but it's okay to be happy. So congratulations on that. Try not to let your mind get the best of you in December, because that very well could be. And please take care of yourself during the Sagittarius solar eclipse, because I will worry about you guys for sure. I love you all. If you want to get a reading with me, all of that information is in the description box. And the Manifesting 101 class was so good in November that we're doing a second one on December 14th, the day of the solar eclipse. Pray for me that I picked that day. I don't know what that was all about, but I love you guys. Have a wonderful holiday season. Let me know how you're doing in the comments, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.